Hey, what's up YouTube? Welcome to day 13 of the July Painting Challenge. So we're just sitting here. I'm just got back from gaming and I'm about to go to bed, but I wanted to do the video real quick. So apologies for not being on the normal gaming bench. So yeah, played some Batman tonight, 2 games with my Secret 6 crew. Had a total blast. I love that crew. I don't know, I kind of want to just do a separate video on how to play Secret 6 because they're super fun, but they're super. It's tricky to play a team in Batman because you don't have that many miniatures, and so you need to make sure that each one of your pieces is doing its job and doing it well. But that said, it was super fun. Had a good time. I'm going to show you guys some commissions that I have coming up. So I'm going to do some work on these in the next couple of days, and then we're going to we've got paint day on Saturday. So this is just going to look like a random mess of metal. But this is actually classic Harley Quinn. I have not done this model before, so you can see the giant mallet there. She's kind of swinging this mallet. Actually, she's leaning on it. This is going to be a really tricky miniature to put together, but painting it's not going to be so bad. Then I got this is a Copperhead miniature. Yes, we just finished Copperhead. You saw her on yesterday's video, so yay! We get to do another one. The joys of commission work, right? And then finally, this one's a really cool one. This is a Joker, a classic Joker Red Hood model. This is a limited edition Batman model that came with a special edition of the rulebook, a special Joker edition of the rulebook. And so not a lot of people know this because when they think Red Hood, they think Jason Todd. But actually, Joker was the Red Hood originally. So you have this model here. Looks like there's a separate arm there, but this is a really cool. I know this is weird because there's like no detail whatsoever on the hood there, but it should be fun. That should be a fun model to paint. Anyway, on to today's question. It was another hobby tip, and so I'm just gonna do what I see a lot of other people doing, which is kind of chain off the original tip that I did. So the original tip I did was about using inks and glazes more. And I think it's a really cool, underused technique that people consider an advanced technique, but it's really not. It's just a matter of kind of learning how these liquids behave and then incorporating it into your normal paint style. And that's what I try to teach on my channel. Like, I don't teach, that's the one thing that I get is people think that because if you do a lot of painting and you teach people how to paint, that you're somehow a master painter or pro painter. I've actually had the term applied to myself. I think it's funny. Some people actually get offended by it. Like, some people are like, he doesn't do master painting technique. It's true. I don't. I do what I consider to be just like efficient painting. How to get through your your paint projects quickly and how to make them look reasonably well. You know, I mean, like how to paint to a reasonable, decent standard in a reasonable amount of time. And I know this video is going on a little bit longer, but that's kind of what I teach. If you want a piece of advice from me, there's a whole mindset to how to paint efficiently as opposed to how to win a painting contest. And in my opinion, those are two different things. And a lot of times, when people are learning how to paint, they conflate the two. Because it's like, I'm going to learn how to paint, but you really, when you are seeking to learn how to paint, and I'm going to tell this to the people that I show in my like local painting classes too, is you're going to want to decide when you paint miniatures, do I want to paint to the highest possible standard I can paint to, or do I want to complete projects with the aim of gaming with these pieces, or simply just the enjoyment of completing projects and having a large set of painted miniatures, especially when we're talking skirmish games. Like, that's a decision. Like, if you're only painting like 10 miniatures, you have to decide, do I want to take my time through those 10 miniatures and really kind of paint each one up to a fantastic standard, like the highest standard I could possibly achieve? Or do you want to paint those 10 miniatures and get them to a reasonably good standard that you're going to be satisfied with the intent of gaming with them? And I usually paint to the latter. In fact, I almost never enter painting competitions because, frankly, my standard is my standard. I don't I don't really paint to like a display standard. So if you want my piece of advice, it's really decide when you're painting pieces, you want to decide, are you going to paint to that, the highest possible display standard that you can achieve? Is that your end goal? Or are you kind of more of on the gaming side, and you just want to be able to be proud of the miniatures you're putting on the board? So once you decide that, I think learning how to paint with a specific goal in mind becomes much easier. So sorry for about the length of the video, but I got to rambling there. Anyways, that's going to do for this video. I want to thank everybody for watching, and we'll catch you on the next one.